Brian, how are you?
Good to see you.
Nice seeing you again.
Great to see you. Welcome. So we're here in the wholesale area.
Yes.
But let's go up this way and get to the stuff that you are going to be
Nice
most
big
interested
room.
in.
This is so spacious now.
Yeah, this is Lawrence Stoller's gallery.
Oh, he really does fabulous work.
He does an amazing job. This is one of my favorites over here. This is NASA. And it was a piece of quartz that he acquired.
Oh, look.
He's talked about this in the past,
this is
I think.
fabulous.
But he acquired this. It was originally purchased for use to make piezoelectric quartz to use for optics.
Yes.
And because of the chloride inclusions, they just discarded it as a piece that they weren't going to be able to optimize for that, and so he was able to acquire it from there.
There is an artist to be
And
able
look
to
at that.
recognize that and create that.
And he just came out with his new book,
Oh, very good.
Primal Beauty.
Now,
I think
his
he's
first book he's done?
No, this is his second. His first book was
okay.
Frozen Light, and this is his second book, Primal
Very
Beauty, and
good.
it captures. I think this one came out almost 10 years ago, so this is his work as of late, and it's got great, beautiful, glossy photos of all of his fantastic
He
work.
really is an artist.
This one, actually, for our videographer, Mr. Swoboda, this has a certain history. This topaz is actually a cut-off section that Lawrence optimized and turned into a piece of art that came off of a giant gemstone. I believe it's the world's
Largest topaz in Smithsonian you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was
fantastic.
Ed's, his father's. So
That's right.
it's
I
really cool.
remember that.
It's right over there. There's the
Okay,
piece.
there it is. Okay. Oh, that is wonderful. So nothing got wasted with that topaz rough.
I guess not,
Yeah.
or at least
Look at
this
that.
piece was able to be maintained into
Yes.
another object.
This is gorgeous.
Isn't this great?
I can't believe this.
We call it the island.
Yeah,
Isn't
it
that
looks
fantastic?
like something down in Florida in a lake, and
Yeah.
it looks like it's just coming out of a lake. It's wonderful trees.
Yeah, like palms, and you know what it is?
Unbelievable.
It's from a calcite cavern where
Yes.
the stalactites reach a water level.
Yeah, exactly.
And so all these crystals precipitate under the water level, and then at some point the water level recedes, and you
Yes.
get left with these crazy
Yeah.
formations that look like perfectly straight across. It's
Yeah.
pretty
This
great.
is-
Las Vegas has been producing a lot of material, so Las Vegas, Veracruz, whatever you want to
Fantastic
call
on the white
location.
matrix like that.
I've never seen that before. You ever seen
No,
that
but
before?
not that type of matrix.
Yeah, it's a super sparkly microcrystallized quartz.
Yes.
And then to have the amethyst on it, I mean, it makes the perfect backdrop. It's so great.
This is what you call a bragging rock in the foyer of the house. Come
There you
in,
go.
Show this off and blow them away.
And they actually have some scepters here, little scepters floating around, and
That is
doubly
all right.
terminated guys up here. It's a beautiful piece.
Beautiful.
This drives me crazy. These things have been on
these
the
are
market
really
lately, but
nice.
this is such a great flower.
Absolutely
that
complete.
bloom.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Right over the matrix. I love
you
that
got
piece.
some wonderful things in here.
Thank you. And this is sort of
And
the
it's
entree into the
Beautiful
vault.
things. Isn't this something?
And then, of course, we have the vault to share with you. And the showcase is in there.
Beautiful.
This is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah,
because
you'll see one of them, but the two of them like that together.
to have that kind of color, I don't know, are you getting that,
color is
Brian?
wonderful. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. And
That's
then
an extraordinary
we've got this
thing.
light on.
Yes.
Turn that out of the way so it's not blinding Brian. We can get the red.
And that's very important.
Yeah.
What Daniel's pointing out, by having the red up the C-axis, this is not heat-treated material. This is natural material.
You can see it bounces the C-axis red onto
Yeah.
the inclusions in the lower part.
Yeah.
And then in the gem part, so you get that there.
Yeah.
And then in the gem part, the tops are all red. It's probably a little too blown out. I don't think you can get it. But
Yeah.
You tell me, Brian.
That's extraordinary.
There, maybe on the
Specimen.
smaller crystal.
Yeah, like that.
Great. This is a French pyrite. Pyrite on siderite from Isaiah.
Never think of that
Yeah.
from France like that. Very good. I'm glad
So it's
you
an
pointed that
alpine
out.
pyrite. Very rare to have
I
an
could
alpine
spend
pyrite.
two full days and still not absorb it all. That you got such high quality and
Thank you.
so many different things. The variety.
And then I've got some more treasures over there, and I'm going
Yes.
to bring them out over here on this table. We said
Yes.
things make life easier.
Yeah.
So first, this is Indian mineral.
Okay. That is wonderful. Still.
Isn't that great? The way it
it's
sits up like that.
Unbelievable.
Just sits on a still bite, and the whole thing grew right there.
Yep. But that is extraordinary.
That's fabulous. It's just got a beautiful
I mean, I
aesthetic.
have to be honest, I can't remember seeing one that size on a piece of matrix or with matrix.
Yeah, and in this
Yeah,
condition,
that's
it's
what I say.
absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
This is another one that's from the caves, and this is fantastic because it's unreal looking. But we call it the tornado.
Would you believe this? It is. Look at that.
Because look at that.
It's a tornado.
Doesn't that look like a tornado?
It's fabulous. And look
so
at
crazy.
the little thing up here.
Yeah,
like
the little
that.
one.
Now, where's this coming out of?
China. It's also
Out of
Chinese.
China.
Yeah. The same location as the sprays.
Okay.
And here the water table was at this level.
Exactly.
Right there. So this grew the opposite way.
Well, that's fantastic.
Isn't that great?
Very good. Yeah.
So fun.
The
Here's a couple of interesting things.
I love Morgan. And it's so, I can't believe the beautiful Morganites coming out of there now.
Yeah, it's hard to find a good Morganite. This is actually very old.
Afghanistan, isn't it? Yeah.
Afghanistani.
Yeah, boy, I really appreciate them because Morganite was one of my favorite things, and I had the best that ever came out of San Diego County.
This is a twin fluorite.
Okay.
Actually, you don't really need much light, but you can see.
Ooh, look at that thing. Ooh.
Look at how that thing glows.
Beautiful thing. The
And not with a lot of
formation
light.
That thing.
It's just
And the shading of blue is
super
different,
rich
too.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what it is it's a spinel twin,
Yes.
right? And you have it looks like the Star of David, but then the corners are chopped off because there's a modification here and
Yes.
here and here.
Yes.
And it's glassy luster on the flat faces
Yes.
of the twins, and then it's more like a sheen or something like that on the corners. It's just spectacular.
Satiny surface. At these garnets.
That's pretty great because that's demantoid from Iran.
Wonderful. The size of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
For demantoid, that's
it's
fantastic.
fantastic. Bet your life. That's from Iran.
Iran, yeah.
Wow.
Here's
Having
a pretty
ball.
flat.
Look at this.
Look at this emerald crystal.
Thank you very much. I'll take that. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
It's a little over 5 inches.
It's
just
beautiful.
Over. Colombian, doubly
This is a
terminated.
Big single. Yep. Yeah, when I was younger, I would have died to have a thing like this.
And this, you know where this is from. This is Stuart Lithia.
Stuart Lithiumite. Sure is. Some think this is Queen, but this is Stuart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Lovely crystal.
This is a really unusual
Fluorite.
pegmatitic fluorite.
That is beautiful. What a rich shade of greenish blue.
Super green. So beautiful.
Yeah.
And this one is from Dalnogorsk.
Oh, okay.
Still a little cute guy. But more recent. We haven't had that kind of quality and luster from Dalnogorsk in a while.
Yeah.
And then there's been these have been hanging around.
Yeah.
Considerable
Very
number of
popular.
those.
Yes.
This is fun. You're going to get a kick out of this.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
You ever seen anything
It's a
like
killer.
that?
Do you know what? Besides all
crazy?
this, they didn't cut. They didn't have to cut it
No.
all the way around.
They didn't have to do anything. It all
just
came out. You
trimmed
can
it.
see all the quartz
Oh, yeah, the banding and quartz in
recrystallized
there.
on
Yeah.
on the bands.
Oh, that! Look at this, like a moon. Look at this right here, all crystallized. There.
Yeah. All the way around.
That's a fabulous thing. Boy, they've really hit a jackpot because I've been seeing other different types. This is about as good as I've ever seen, but it's amazing that locale. It's been going on for years.
Yeah. Actually, this is Chinese.
Oh, it's China.
China from
I
a
didn't
town
know
called
that.
Yangchun.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like, African. I thought it was
Yeah,
African.
you thought it was Congolese.
Yeah.
Congo.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. How exciting. Look at that thing.
That's beautiful. Yeah. You can really see it with the white.
It just glows. It almost looks like you're looking into transparency, doesn't
Yeah,
it? You see
it
that?
almost
it
looks
looks like
like
it's down in
it's-
there about
yeah.
an inch and a half, that ring. It's unbelievable.
This is pretty. It's from a classic location. Again, fluorite, but
Fluorite, yeah. But what a gorgeous thing. This is wonderful. I've never seen such fluorites coming out that you're getting from different areas.
they've become popular. So I guess the old
yeah,
collectors
that's
are
what
letting
it
things
is.
out of the
Yeah.
stashes.
Wow.
I don't think this is definitely not newfound. This came from a collection.
It looks like it.
Beautiful
Never
for
seen anything like
Berbes.
that on the market recently.
And here we have a mineral affectionately named lips.
Oh,
And this was what
is
was,
this a Chinese one?
yeah, it was considered the best
Beautiful.
one when it came out.
Wow.
And you can see the color
Oh, it's fabulous.
when you light it. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but in a
See, what I
showcase,
like about
without
this,
front light, it,
Of this
it
size,
glows.
oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Fabulous piece.
No, it really wasn't that big of a pocket. It seemed like it
No.
just disappeared.
There were no more than probably, I don't know, how many
Do something
pieces
with
were
it,
there?
Whatever, it won't go off.
There's probably half a dozen great
Yeah,
pieces.
that's about
and that's
it.
Yeah, the Emperor and the
Unbelievable.
Empress.
Yes.
This one, which is called Lips. Then there was the
Lips,
Lips
that's
because of the
cute.
two crystals.
Yeah, right,
Looks
yeah.
like a pair of lips.
Oh,
and then
that's
there was
funny.
one called the Blade, I think.
Uh-huh.
And those are the four major ones. And then there's a couple of
Unbelievable.
secondary ones, and that was it.
Exactly.
Here's a little box of jewels. You know I like little jewels.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
You got a little
Isn't that beautiful
tourmaline
thing?
from Brazil.
Yes.
I speculate Pedinera. I don't have good information on the locality, but I never had anything like this.
Yeah.
It's got a very pastel color, almost like an Afghani piece,
Oh,
but it's not Afghani.
I don't think it is.
This is one of these sericite twins, but you see the green inside. It's,
Oh, yeah,
it's,
look
it's
at that in
malachite.
there. Okay.
Included
Isn't
inside.
That unusual. Very good.
And then this is a vanadinite that's just one crystal that goes up and goes into a whole
That is
fan and comes back down.
It sure is. Look at that. Never
And you
seen
can see the
anything
back.
like
It
that.
has the rib
Yeah.
where it grew.
That's off the wall.
That's fun.
The size of that.
Good old brookite, a little flower.
Oh, very good. Nice small miniature. About little over a miniature, but
Little over
a
a
jewel of a
miniature.
thing. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's the
very,
super rich
super
color.
rich green like that, lime green.
That
Yeah.
apple green and even.
Yeah.
That was the best color that ever came
Oh,
out from
beautiful.
China. And these huge crystals
Oh,
too.
yeah, very much so.
Here's a piece that you should see. As far as heliodors go,
It's unbelievable.
this is,
I think it's the biggest one with the quality I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
For me,
that's
it's
extraordinary.
clearly the biggest one with the
Yeah,
quality.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
You'll take that one? All right, very nice.
Too.
And for the Ukraine, I mean, for Volodorsk,
Oh.
this is probably came out of the ground over 30 years ago.
Okay.
This is great. This is the actually the
my
show
God,
poster,
the scepter there.
or not the show poster, but I guess
Oh my God.
the ad poster, what have you, for the Westward Look show this year.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And this is you need to see it with the blue. And this is from Brazil, from the Mutuca mine, and
From
it's
Brazil.
green scepters on blue
right.
cores, which I'd never seen before from anywhere.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that great?
That's a great piece.
It's got a super balance and
Oh,
presence.
very much so.
So great.
Yeah. That's an A-plus specimen.
Mm-hmm.
A die to have that in my collection when I was collecting. Indifferent. That's what's so nice
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
It was a small pocket. It produced this one matrix piece. It was the only example, and then about another 4 or 5 single scepters.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Here's that.
Yeah, look.
Those barytes again, and that we were talking
they
about. And
are
I just
something.
look at this. This
Hey,
looks
gorgeous.
like
A rose.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Beautiful. And where are they coming out of?
This is Moroccan.
Of Moroccan.
Yeah, I think the
Okay.
name of the locality is Nador or Nador.
Okay.
And this is fantastic. Look at that. Look at the color. It's almost like a purple
Beautiful.
iridescence
Azurite, Malachite. And where is that from?
from Laos.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Can you believe that?
from
It's from
Laos.
Laos.
Because it didn't quite look like Sumab, and it
It's
didn't
not
quite look
Sumab,
like
it's-
Bisbee. What a gorgeous thing.
It's not milpil. It looks a little bit like milpilus, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's Laos. And this crystal is a good almost
Oh, yeah.
inch and a half to maybe a little
Well,
bit
that's
more.
all right.
Chrysocolla stalactite. So
That
you've
is
seen malachite,
wonderful. Yes.
but never Chrysocolla. And they've got these ones from China where the Chrysocolla has been, it grew in a layer amongst the malachite, and they're removing the malachite to get to the Chrysocolla.
Oh.
And that's why they look blue and green. So they're a little bit manipulated, but for me, they're still very cool.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. But this is really unusual because
isn't that
this
a
is
beautiful
primary
thing?
Chrysocolla.
Absolutely.
It grew, and
That's
you can tell it's all
amazing.
covered with the quartz. It's got that generation. They didn't remove any
Now,
malachite.
you say you had another one?
There was another one. It was similar, exactly same style, a little bit taller, one single with a sidecar.
Yeah.
But they were the only two that I
Killer.
saw. That was it.
Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. I'd die to have that in my collection.
And then this is a giant tanzanite.
I can't believe this. I've never seen one that size.
That's a man's tanzanite.
Holy God.
It's a manzanite.
It's a manzanite. You have manzanite here, and you can still see the red all the way down to the bottom, and it comes up. I don't have it lit, but you get the purple.
Now,
the
this
blue.
is an opinion I'm going to give you. I was reading when they were digging these out and discovering them, they said they're up to 10 inches in size. And I said, well, they must be exaggerating. What are they talking about? I have a feeling that came out a while back and they put it away and it came on the market.
Maybe.
And there it is right there.
So these are just cute, fun things, and
Yes.
I love things like this. They make me crazy.
Ooh, look at that.
Isn't that fantastic?
It's beautiful.
So it's a quartz with some iron staining and 2 uvites. That's from Brahmato.
A jewel.
Total jewel. And it just sits
Perfect
up like
miniature.
that. See it over
Holy
here.
cow.
Fabulous construction. This is unheard of. So this is from Madagascar.
Oh, look
And
at that. Are you ready for that?
That is a tourmaline crystal.
Yes.
And this is chalcedony. And so see if you can
okay.
follow how this happened.
Yeah.
The pocket grew and the tourmaline formed.
Yeah.
After the tourmaline formed, the entire pocket was infilled with calcite crystals.
Okay.
Okay. The calcite crystals formed, and the calcite crystals, there was between them a negative space, an empty spot, imagine between a group of crystals. Internally, they had all connected, but because of their geometry, they left an empty void. Then a late stage intrusion of quartz came in.
Would you believe
and filled that void and lined it.
Oh.
And then another late stage intrusion came in that eroded all the calcite, leaving the
Unbelievable.
inside lining of chalcedony still remaining. So what you see is the
Unbelievable.
negative shape of a bunch of calcite crystal faces.
Yes.
And it's basically, it's an empty pocket. It's totally hollow. If you feel the weight, it has no weight.
Thank you very much. I'll see you again. That is wonderful.
So that's
Isn't
just,
that a jewel?
that's crazy mineralogy.
totally
and I mean,
crazy.
it's
That major thing to have that with the Tourmaline collection. If you
Yeah.
had that bragging rock.
and that's an acanthite.
Ooh, isn't that
Isn't that
something?
fantastic?
That's wonderful for a cant. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, from Guanajuato.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's
When did it come out, do you think?
just recently, within like last month or
Okay.
two, yeah. And I don't know
Fantastic.
what it is about it, but it's
Yeah.
got some sort of charm,
Yeah, it's got character.
almost some
to
sort
it.
of novelty or something.
Oh, my goodness.
Reminds me of a little robot man or something. I don't know. It's just, it's great. And this was the other great one from the find.
Holy cow. And these are recent, you say?
Yeah, very recent. You
Oh,
can see
that's
over here,
fantastic.
you've got pyrite growing under, together with the
Oh,
acanthite.
yes, I see that. Oh, that Mexico. They come up with this stuff. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. I don't know the name of the mine.
Is it Creedite?
Creedite it is.
It is. Look, I got it.
But it's from China.
From China, not Mexico.
Not Mexican,
Would
nope.
you believe that?
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that the craziest thing?
This is great.
God, look at that. Oh, isn't that a gorgeous blue?
Isn't that nice
look
from
at
Pech? Very unusual with the
Kunzite going
Kunzite.
through it.
It's doubly
Can you believe
terminated.
this? That's wonderful.
Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I can't do it.
you go.
Just turn it this way a little bit, just to see. Yeah, I'd show that from here to see the Kunzite. like just where he is there. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. Isn't that the cutest thing? Beautiful.
That's got
Fluorites
great
and
color.
quartz and
For Shambao, that's a gorgeous piece.
it sure is. Unbelievable the things you
calcites
picked
and
up.
the
Yeah,
quartz.
beautiful. Yeah, calcite and quartz with that.
Wow, in China. And this is old Romanian.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was. It came out around 67, I believe.
Did they?
Yep. I had one.
How did I get this in there? It's from the Peter Huber collection.
I see.
There we go, that's it.
Beautiful. All nice shooting from all different directions there.
Yeah, I love that.
Beautiful thing. And the matrix right on, yeah. It
The little
really is
micro
something.
blades of Baryte
Yes.
growing all over it.
And they found a lot, not as good as this, but they found so much of, what happened to it all?
I don't
You
know.
don't see it.
You don't see it?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember these pieces coming out of there, and Romanella took me to Charlie Key and Rick Smith's place, and I was able to get one of them. Right.
This is
Look at
fabulous.
this fabulous thing.
Wait till you see this thing out.
Tennessee.
It's got such drama.
Sphalerite and calcite. Look at that thing. Are you ready for that?
Look at that size of
Truly
that.
magnificent.
With the ball here and the two crystals there.
Killer.
I mean, that's just
You know, the
perfect
guy,
composition.
Dr. Steve Neely, he loves all this from there.
It's all terminated everywhere.
Beautiful thing.
That's a fabulous calcite. Fun. This is, so I don't remember if you remember, but last year we looked at one of these, which we had from McGurl, where the quartz slipped and it proved the premise that there's a cleavage plane in quartz, because quartz actually cleaves, much to most people's, well, most people don't know that it actually cleaves. They don't think it does. They think it always is conchoidal, like broken glass. But it actually has a cleavage plane. And here you can see the quartz was oriented in the pocket this way.
Right.
It cleaved, slipped, but then it rehealed and crystallized back.
You got it.
And so it's just so cool.
Yeah, beautiful thing.
And when they normally, if they cleave entirely and they fall off, that's when they fall and become these diamonds and these weird shapes that sometimes are sitting on the tops of other points or become total floaters.
That's right.
And this is just a lovely, lovely celestite. Look at that.
Beautiful. It's color, quality, two big ones like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that Ohio? Where's that from?
No, that's Madagascar.
Oh, Madagascar. Okay. Because I never remember seeing anything like that from Ohio.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
that level, that size.
Yeah, exactly.
Has to be Madagascar. That's the only place they did that. And here's some interesting goodies. This is just, this speaks to me because I've, done so much with Dalnogorsk.
Yes.
And I've seen so many pyritites, but this pyrite
That's really a jewel. Look at that thing.
It's just extraordinary.
Yeah.
The luster,
matrix,
the sharpness, the little calcite sitting on top. That's really a special thing.
Very, very good.
And then sticking with that neck of the woods, you have from Kazakhstan.
Oh, look at that.
Just the one isolated twin.
And really isolate. Some get a little bit too deep into the matrix. That's totally...
No, it's sitting up proud.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Perfect crystal. This is gold, leaf gold, but from an unusual location.
I had a feeling.
This is from Canada.
From Canada? Okay.
It's old Canadian gold.
Would you believe that?
Yeah, it was in the Alexander Delerme collection.
Okay.
And he passed away last year.
Oh,
he was a good friend of mine. And this matrix is indicative of Canada.
Okay.
That orange in there.
Oh, yeah, right.
As far as these go,
pyrite. Look at that thing.
It's a pyrite, but man, look at this luster.
At this thing. It's a killer.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's very euhedral,
look at the little sparkles all over us from it.
Jewel.
That's a great pyrite.
Yeah, it certainly is. Ooh, look at this.
This is nice Cruzeiro.
Oh, isn't that a jewel of a thing?
Beautiful piece. Love Brazilian tourmalines.
You hold the thing. I'm ready to throw that right out the window. Look at this thing. Tourmaline's my favorite mineral.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, the last mineral I'll show you is a tourmaline too. It'll
That's
probably bring back some
wonderful.
memories.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
This is just
Fluorite.
really fun. It's a
cute.
fluorite, and it grew.
Oh, isn't that
Look at that.
beautiful? It's gorgeous.
The way it just sits up there, almost like
Kinda
two eyes
cubic, yeah. And
poking
then
at
that-
you.
Beautiful.
And then all of these are cubes, non-modified, but that one's modified,
That's correct.
right on the top of the quartz.
And
It's
the thing
really
that's
pretty.
so interesting, the colors and the varieties, that fluorite's really a good mineral to specialize in when you see things like this.
Here we got another piece here.
Okay.
These came out in small quantities. They're for really good ones.
Oh, look at that. I've never seen a big one like this.
Yeah, this is really
Oh,
pretty.
yeah, this is the epitome of those quartz crystals.
It's heavy.
Isn't this something? Oh, yeah, it's the best one I've ever seen.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, you know, you'll see clusters like this and like this, but one that size, oh,
The hematite and the red
oh
quartz
yeah,
is
it's
great.
fabulous.
Here we
What do
go.
you have here now? Look at that. Oh, that's fabulous.
Isn't that great?
Oh, it's a great thing. It just
It's 360
when-
degrees
yeah.
all the way
when do you
around.
think this came out?
This came out probably about a decade ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an
So
old
it was
piece.
put away and hidden away in somebody's collection. Killer.
It was actually kept over there
Over there. Yeah.
in Pakistan.
Exactly.
And it's Afghani, obviously, from
Yes.
Pep Rock.
Yeah, exactly. That's fantastic.
With the feldspar
Oh,
surrounded with
God.
little groups of lepidolites and
Yeah,
the little tourmaline there.
some rich Afghanistan guy latched onto this and kept it back. Killer.
Beautiful.
Oh, a blue cap on Matrix. Oh, isn't that neat? I might have owned that. I had 35 of these specimens.
Did you really?
Oh, yes. I might have had that with my group. I had about 10 fine, large pieces.
Look at that
I'd have
color.
to look at pictures years ago. See that 72 pocket, 72, 73. That's wonderful.
Great thing. And with the quartz, I mean, that's
Oh,
so
yeah.
unusual to have.
It's a major find when they got that.
And that, my friend,
That's it.
is what we have.
Once again, congratulations.
Thank you,
You
Dave.
did it again.
I appreciate
Good for
it.
you.
Keep trying.
Oh, yeah.